Hi and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is March 25th, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and can add for more. Today I want to do some online reselling news, and I got some information I want to share with you. But before I get started with that, folks, I can't believe there are people out there still price gouging on supplies needed during a pandemic crisis like this. It is unbelievable. I don't know if people have conscience or not. I couldn't do it what these people do, but it's amazing. I was going through the websites that I'm going to be sharing with you guys out there, and I'm looking at the websites. I'm looking at this one particular one. I always go to e-commerce bites. That's one of my favorite ones, but I have a whole bunch of different windows open up today, and I'm hoping you guys could stick around to check out, because you can find the information pretty helpful. I think so anyway, especially if you're an online seller. This pertains to you. We're all in e-commerce. You, me, whatever. The whole world, well, not the whole world, but everybody in different parts of the world are selling on some platform, right? And anyway, so I have a lot of windows opened up, enough of them. And I was going through the one from e-commerce bites, and somebody had pointed out that someone's selling, there's a seller, or a couple of them, whatever, selling the 1860, it's the 1860 mask on eBay. I did a little research in there. I wanted to check it out. Well, you can too, because when you go to that site, I'm going to show you the e-commerce bites. The person wrote into Ina Steiner, who is the co-founder, I believe, and the owner of e-commerce bites. Really great website. That's why I get a lot of my information from, and I'd love to share this stuff, that information from that site. It's really a good site. I highly recommend you go there, and you could also subscribe to the newsletter if you choose to do so. And if they say, they ask, how did you hear of us? If you want to throw my name out there, just say Rich Pasini referred us to you. It'd be very helpful. I would appreciate it. So anyway, the person, I guess it was a buyer, it's either buyer or seller, usually writes into her, and she does respond to you. I don't know exactly when she's going to respond to you, but I believe she does respond to your emails. And if you hear that noise, and that's my laptop, it's doing some updates. Anyway, so the person pointed out, said, I can't believe eBay is not going after these people that are price gouging. And she said, whoever it is, the person said, if you type in, do an eBay search, you type in 1860, you'll see what they're talking about. And I did. And I got a mask over here for over $300. I have another one over here for over $200 from the same seller. Then within that same search window, there's another one over here selling new without tags, a 5-pack, open pack for $26, and it's got a couple bids on it. Now, folks, let me tell you something. It's one thing if you're buying a sealed pack, medically sealed, what do you call it there? It's got that seal, it's all in plastic. It's one thing if you're going to buy something like that, okay? But to buy something new without tags, open, and the person, I'm not saying to be mean, I'm not trying to be malicious here or making any derogative remarks towards that seller, but when you take them physically out of the box to show them it's a 5-piece count, it's now exposed. Somebody touched it, unless you touched it with gloves. So they have a picture of this item here with 5 mask on their table or whatever. Folks, not for nothing. Okay, they want to sell it and they want to make money off it. Hey, do what it may. You do what you may. Okay, I'm not for it. I'm not for price gouging. I'm not out to take advantage of people. As much as I like to make money, I will not, capitalize on something like this, like a pandemic crisis that we're in right now. I wouldn't buy them, plain and simple. I definitely would not buy anything opened where someone's hands physically touched them, and I don't care if they're wearing gloves. It's exposed. Those things are exposed, and you're putting them on your face. Okay, it's not like they're coming from a manufacturer or whatever. Well, they all come from a manufacturer, but they're not. They're not exactly sealed. You're buying. If I could picture. I don't know. I don't have any right now. I didn't order any. But for the most part, I would think they're going to come wrapped up in plastic. To keep that. They say it lives on the surface for 3 days, and I think on a box it's 24 hours, whatever, something along that line. I wouldn't buy them. Now, person's got a couple bids on them. Now, the reason why I get upset with this is because People really should be price gouging. I understand now. Here's the thing. If you're a person that had these things a while back, maybe you're in a construction business or whatever, and you ordered a lot. Maybe you were self-employed and you had a little carpentry business. I don't know why you would use that specific mask, but it's a good mask to wear. Don't get me wrong. I guess the better, the more expensive, I guess the item is, and it's weighed well, better than those paper ones. You're going to get better results. I can understand if a person had bought them, for their business at one time and said, look, I'm inundated with these things here. I don't need them. I'm no longer in that business anymore. I don't do any, whatever, carpentry business, or I'm not in a painting field where I spray paint cars or whatever, like auto body shops or whatever. And, you want to sell them. Okay? I mean, a box, which I don't know how many come in a box. I didn't get a chance to check them out, but over $300? I mean, how much could it have cost you? I can understand if a person paid, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing a number. I don't know. I didn't price them per se. Let's just say you paid back then $15-20 for the box. These are in a box. And you want to sell them now for 40, 45 or 50, whatever. You want to make I don't know. You're saying, well, is that price gouging? I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know what you would do with them. But let's just say you bought it for that price. Or let's say you bought it for $10 and you want to sell for $20. That's a little more reasonable than over $300 and $200. Now, those particular items are from the same seller. Okay. Now, I was just watching on a YouTube channel. I'm not going to mention the person's name who does online reselling, and they gave advice. Well, not advice, but that she was telling her subscribers, people who follow her, that she was talking to the vice president of eBay, and he said to her that if you see things like this, to report it. Now, I don't go that route. Okay, when I put out this reselling news, or I talk about online reselling, I'm not here to adhere to that particular way of doing things. I will put the information out there, and if people they take it on their own to do what they're going to do, I don't get involved with that, folks. All right. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. I know these are, for people, some people, it's desperate times. They need the money. We all do. But at the same time, this is not a time to capitalize on, like I said, on a pandemic crisis like this here. People are in need for these things. And it just goes to show you how desperate and dire needs these people are to want to buy these things, to have them. And I mean, folks, I couldn't sleep at night doing something like that. I really couldn't. I mean, I don't know what they go for in brand new in a box. I don't know. This is the first time I heard that. I'm used to hearing the N95, and I can understand something like that there. Hearing that, I'm not familiar with this here. I don't know what they go for brand new. I don't know what one goes for. What one sells for. I don't know. I haven't done research on it. But I mean, to sit there and charge a price like that, that's astronomical. That's not right. These people, they're buying it because they're in a panic mode, no doubt. And, you're going to sit there and charge a thing like that? Suppose the person's, they just lost their job or something. Or you say, well, they lost their job, they should be buying masks. But suppose they're in fear. They probably fear, well, I need to have these masks. Even though I lost my job, I still need to have, I need these things. It's imperative. I have to have them. So they take, they'll take whatever, big borrow, steal from it, whatever, to buy this particular item. So why would you want to do something like that is beyond me. The items I sell, not to lead into a segue, people may say, oh, he's leading into a segue. No, it's not necessarily a segue, but when I put there on my listings, Shop RJ Pasini for great deals, I want to give people the best deals humanly possible. But I don't want to overprice something where, the person's going to sit there and say, oh my gosh, I spent so much money on this thing. This guy, I'm not out to do things like that. I mean, I want to make a profit, but I don't want to, at the same time choke the person either, I mean, they're looking, that's why they're on eBay, is to get a deal, to get it for a good price. But I just think it's crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. People may beg to differ. Say, well, that's your prerogative, that's your way of thinking. Not everybody thinks like you, and they don't. But price gouging, listen, eBay's cracking down on it. So, like I said, I have no dog in this fight here. I'm a seller just like you and just like all the other sellers out there. Like I said, and I say in other videos, and I'll say it again. I don't have a dream to sell you. I don't have a book to sell you on how to sell on eBay. For all intents and purposes, this YouTube channel going forward is created to help inspire and share. It's to share information with you guys out there. I want to bring the information to you, and hopefully it'll be of help to you. And it's to keep you in the loop of what's going on. That's why I do this here. I love creating videos. I love selling on eBay. It's my #1 platform. I am a registered seller on Amazon and Poshmark. Well, I got some stuff on there. At the same time, I'm also a registered seller on Etsy as well, but I don't have any listings on Amazon or Etsy. So right now, my go-to one is eBay. I've been with eBay for over 20 years. So I'm just trying to say, I'm not leaning into any segues, but I personally, though, for those who are wondering what stuff I have listed, I do not have any things that pertain to the pandemic crisis right now we're in. I don't have anything, and I'm not selling hand sanitizers, toilet paper, paper towels, and any other thing that goes with this. What's being sold right now on eBay. I don't have any of that stuff, and I'm not going to sell any of that stuff. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. I think it's really crazy. And it really does upset me, and I'm sure it upsets a lot of people. But I'm going to read into it. But before I get into the news, like I said, I hope you guys could stick around. I do have quite a few windows open up. And before I get started, I just want to say, to those who are new, or if you are visiting for the first time, I do not read everything verbatim on these websites. I will give you the URL, and I will tell you where I got the information from. Okay? And the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. The other thing I want to stress is, if you're going to, I recommend you definitely go to the website itself, because they have active hyperlinks in there, and the only way you're going to need to, the only way you're going to be able to, indeed, the only way you're going to be able to check out those active hyperlinks is by being on that website. I do not have any affiliate links. And if I said it, I might have. I did. I don't know. I don't have any affiliate links, so if you click it on, I am not going to get any kickback from anybody. If I did have it, I'd be upfront and honest and tell you, hey, I'm getting a fee. I'm getting a little something, a little kickback, because I'm referring you to that site. So every time anybody who's following me or whatever that clicks on that site, I get a little kickback. I do not. Okay, I'm going to be upfront and honest with you guys. Okay, I don't sugarcoat anything on this YouTube channel. Like I said again earlier, I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm a seller just like you. The reason why I created this site, this YouTube channel, I should say, is to help, to share this information with you guys and keep you abreast of what's going on. What information you take away from it is what you take away from it. And the reason why I tell you the websites, and I do it that way, is because I don't want you to think I'm just conjuring up these video, these websites or like stuff just to throw out there to create a video. I'm just making the stuff off the top of my head. I'm not. That's why I tell you where I get it from. That's why I want you to know, hey, I got it. He got it. He's just repeating what he read off that other website. I basically do the research so you don't have to. Okay, I want to keep it like a one-stop shop. So, in other words, when I put out there eBay news for today, or reselling news, or whoever I categorize it for that day, let's talk eBay, it's going to be pertained to that topic. And so, but I also am a vlogger, so there may be times I'll talk about something, different topics or subjects. Hopefully that won't turn you guys off, and you'll still become subscribers. Or if you are a subscriber, I hope you stay subscribed. I'd rather gain subscribers than lose them. I'm trying to build up this YouTube channel. I would love to get it to thousands, maybe even millions or whatever subscribers. The more I get out, the more I can share information with you guys. Right now, it's just like I'm like a little pea in a pod, but it's okay. Listen, this channel is growing little by little, and for the people who do watch my videos on this channel and have subscribed, I just want to say thank you again. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys do like my videos, and hopefully you like me and the content I put out, that's why I tell you, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated, hit the bell notification icon. Before I get started, I also just want to say this here. On this channel, I do not discuss religion or politics, and I do not use profanity on it. So you're not going to see me, throwing that F-bomb out there in any of my conversations. It's not going to happen. I don't do any zany antics. So if you're looking for action, or you're looking for people, for that type of videos with people jumping out of planes, rock climbing, and scuba diving, whatever, that's not what I do on this channel here, folks. Strictly, like I said, I'd like to talk about online reselling, and on occasion I would like to also do other things. That's why I'm a vlogger as well. I would like to talk, I might share a video about how I create my videos, the software I use, my website, and the hosting services I use, and so on. It goes on. But you're not going to see any antics like that, though. Not from me, anyway. Now, with that being said, I got quite a few windows open up. I hope you guys could stick around and check them out. And like I said again, I'll expand a little on them, and I'm going to keep moving right along. All right, and then hopefully this video won't be too long. I can tell you right now it's going to probably be close to an hour, maybe a little longer, but I'm just assuming. I don't know, so don't click off just yet. We'll see. Let's see how we get through it. That's why I don't read everything verbatim, because if I do, it'll be 2 hours long. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that number out there. I don't think it's going to be 2 hours. I'm just throwing that out there. That's why I don't read everything verbatim. And like that, I get tongue-tied talking about them. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, our first story is from marketplacepulse.com. So let me give you the URL. It's www.marketplacepulse.com. Now, folks, you're going to notice that I do like to throw out the dates, and for the reason is I want you guys to know it's not old information. It's pretty current and new in most cases. So if you hear me throwing the dates out a lot, that's the reason why. I want to keep you guys posted with the freshest data I can put out there for you. Okay, so it goes on to say Amazon's botched focus on essentials. Nearly 750,000 sellers globally, more than 250,000 sellers on the U.S. marketplace use fulfillment by Amazon FBA service. According to Marketplace Pulse research, Amazon's attempt to prioritize items that are the highest priority for shoppers during the COVID-19 pandemic has sparked panic among those businesses. Now, I have a little bar graph over here. You could just check it out for yourself. I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm going to read a little more, and I'm going to keep moving around because you can see I do have some windows open up. So hopefully we could get through this really quick. It goes on to say on March 17th, the company started prioritizing stocking for household staples and medical supplies. So we can now quickly receive, restock, and ship these products to customers. The company said, however, to do so, Amazon has temporarily disabled shipments for products that do not fall in essentials or high demand categories. The company didn't remove products already stored. The company didn't remove products already stored in its warehouse from selling, but no new inventory will be allowed to be shipped to Amazon, potentially causing stock outs as the items continue to sell. Okay, so if you are dealing, or if you're an FBA seller, Amazon FBA seller, keep that in mind. So they're telling you right here. Okay, let's just go back there. It says the company didn't remove the products already stored in the warehouse from it, but over here, no new inventory was allowed to be shipped to Amazon. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, again, this was on March 17th. This came out. They got a couple dates here as well. Now, you could read more into this here. Like I said again, I'm not going to get too much into it. And as I always tell you, please go directly to the website because they do have active hyperlinks in here. This particular one may have them. I don't know. Yeah, it's right over here, blue. When you see the things in blue, either blue lettering, green lettering, or red, whatever, those are active hyperlinks. And the only way you're going to get to see those there or read more into this particular topic is to go directly to the site. Okay, let's close that one out and move right along. This one here is from eSeller Cafe, www.esellercafe.com. It goes on to say this story came out first off March 23rd, 2020. The title is eBay to defer seller fees and offer up to 100,000 free listings. It goes on to say eBay announced new programs to help small business sellers navigate their business through the COVID-19 emergency. Deferred fee payments. eBay is deferring most of the selling fees for eligible store subscribers for a full 30 days. The company will provide more details on this program by Wednesday, March 25th. Okay, I'm just thinking of something. Could you imagine after it's all over and then you do it? I don't know. I can't even fathom 100,000 items. But anyway, it goes on to say 100,000 incremental free listings with more buyers staying home because they're working from their house who have to take care of kids. eBay believes there is an opportunity for online sellers to offer more products for sale on its platform. Well, I wish I had 50,000 items to sell, but I don't. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys. You could read more into it, okay, because I think there might be some other topics talking about this here. So if you get a chance, you could check into it. Again, you could see here they got some active hyperlinks right here, blue, whatever, like a light purplish, whatever. These are all active hyperlinks. And like I said, again, to activate them, you need to be on the website. So I'm not, again, I don't want to expand too much. You can see right across the top here, got a lot of windows open. So let's get to them. All right. Here's another one, face mask. The one I was telling you before, but the opening. It says this one came out March 23rd, 2020, and it's from the company E-Commerce Bytes. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. And it goes on to say face mask still for sale on eBay. Person wrote to Ina. For those who don't know, Ina Steiner is the co-founder and believe the owner of e-commerce. I love this site. I do love this site. You could sign up to, you can get an email address, and you could. And when they say how you heard, you could just put in there Richard Pasini. Be great, and you could hit the subscribe button over here. Anyway, it goes on to say, Dear Ina, I wanted to respond to an article that eBay blocks sales of masks. I'm so mad that sellers continue to sell a box of masks on eBay for over $200. It has not stopped. If you type in 1860 mask EM, you will see. Okay, and person is J. All right. And then if you go down to this site here, what I like about this here is when you go to e-commerce bytes, you could also leave a comment. And I always tell people in my videos to always read the comments, because sometimes the people that are on there leaving comments are buyers and sellers just like you and I, but they may bring things to your attention that you or I might not be familiar with. So they make you aware of these things. So yeah, basically that's what it is. It's the bottom part of it. It's usually comments, and you could leave your comment too. You just got to log in over here, log in for AB Verify, and then you just put your email address and a password, and you could have your say in there as well. Really good information. Really good site. One of my favorites. I love it. And I go to this one religiously. I love it. Whenever I get the Google updates, they're the first ones I always click on. So anyway, we're going to bump out of that one. Check that out. I did give you URL, right? If I didn't, let me just repeat it one more time. www.ecommercebytes.com. Okay, let's click this out and go to the next one. eBay and Amazon slammed for not doing enough to stop coronavirus vultures. This came out today, March 25th, 2020. And it goes on to say here, consumer watchdogs say online retailers like eBay and Amazon need to do more to crack down on coronavirus profiteering by their sellers. It says research from which uncovered a variety of products for sale at usually inflated prices, including cleaning products, thermometers, baby formula, tampons, at all items in particular at high demand during the outbreak. I didn't even know they were asking. I didn't even know those things were in dire need as well. I guess so. I didn't know though. I always thought it was always the cleanser stuff, the hand sanitizer. But okay. So anyway, it goes on to say the Competition and the Markets Authority (CMA) warned and at the start of the month and that traders should not seek to exploit people's fears around the pandemic through price gouging and threaten to take a strong action if the problem persists. Yeah. And then it goes on a little more to say here, but the Consumer Champion Snapshot investigation appears to show that third-party sellers are still using the crisis as an excuse to rip off customers. Wow. eBay said that the items flagged during the probe have been removed and enforcement action. But I don't know. I don't want to expand on it there, folks. Removed and enforcement action has been taken against the sellers, while they also announced additional measures to tackle coronavirus-related price gouging. Amazon added it has recently blocked or removed tens and thousands of offending offers and said that they are terminating accounts which fall out of the guidelines. Wow. Crazy stuff. All right, this is from the UK, no doubt. You can also see it's done in pounds here. It says the investigation revealed hundreds of active listings and auctions for overpriced items, including $40 thermometer, well, this is in pounds, priced at see, this is not right. This is crazy. I didn't get, folks, when I put these out here, I don't always get a chance to read everything. So that's why I find it a little, unnerving when I see it. It really bothers me when I see things like this. But anyway, you could read more into the story, folks. I don't even think I gave it to you. I'm sorry, I didn't give you the URL. I apologize. It's www.metro.co.uk, and the story you're looking for is eBay and Amazon slam for not doing enough to stop coronavirus vultures. And also make sure, if you're going to look a story up again, if you can't get to it, put down the date. You want March 21st date, 25th date, if you're going to look this one up. Okay. All right, let's move right along. Here's another one from e-commerce bites. I should have kept them together, but that's okay. We're getting close to closing this video out anyway. Well, the windows are getting shorter. It says over here, this one again from e-commerce bites. I gave it to you earlier. It goes on to say eBay stores get 50,000 extra free listings through April. All right, this came out March 23rd, 2020. It says eBay is giving store subscribers an extra 50,000 free fixed price listings through the end of April. And it's Monday's announcement. eBay's recapped some of the other protections provided to sellers as a result of the coronavirus outbreak, updated sellers, shipping issues, address price gouging. eBay stores pay a monthly fee ranging from $7.95 for a starter store, which comes with a 100 fixed price. That's what I have, folks. Price and the auction listings, at auction style listings, to $349.95 a month, which I don't have, which comes up to 10,000 fixed price up to 1,000 auction styles. eBay was also offering enterprise level package as well. Let's see what else here. The new promotion kicked off on Monday. Actually, I'm sorry. It says the new promotion kicked off on today. I thought I read something kicked off on Monday, but all right. March 23rd, 2020, and ends on April 30th, 2020. I think that's when I got the email earlier that week. I'm sorry. Some very important things to note. Store subscribers must activate the promotion by selecting active offer, of course. And on the promotion landing page, which you have no choice, you have to. Fixed price listings on eBay automatically renew. So yeah, like me, I have some right now. I'm going to have some listings going to end. So I guess it's going to renew under this new, because I did put in for that extra 50,000. Not that I got 50,000 items to sell, but I did put in for it. You could also read over here a little more into it. You can read the full terms of details and restrictions on this page. Again, active hyperlink. This white tile you see here, an eBay announcement board. See, these are active hyperlinks, and the stuff on the side here is active hyperlinks too. And that, for those who don't know, that is Ina Steiner. She's a co-founder and editor of e-commerce bites and has been reporting e-commerce since 1999. And she's widely cited as authority on marketplace selling and is the author of Turn eBay Data into Dollars, McGraw-Hill, 2006. Yeah. How I found out about this site here is I was listening to eBay Radio. And they're no longer there. Now they have the eBay podcast. But this was way back when. I forget when they actually started the eBay Radio broadcasting. But anyway, they mentioned her on there, and that's how I got to know who Ina Steiner is. And I've been using her service ever since, referring to her as far as information, especially when it comes to online selling. All right, let's close out of here really quick. Here's one here. eBay's work from home refurb sale offers up to 50% off of laptops, desktops, and more. This story came out March 24, 2020. And it goes on to say eBay is currently offering up to 50% off from work from home tech in refurbished condition. One standout is the HP Spectra X360 13-inch laptop with 1.8 gigahertz and i7 8 gigabyte 256 gig at $7.99 shipped and manufactured refurbished condition. Also available at Adorama and Amazon. And you could read more into this here, folks. I just thrown it out there. It's a quick little segue. I don't get anything for this. Like I said again, they have a little video here you could play. I'm not going to play it. And when you go down here, they got a couple more little advertisements where you could check into. All right. So for you, if you're looking for a laptop, now is the time I guess to get it. 50% off. Not bad. Although I got mine at eBay for $2.99. I mean, at Walmart for $2.99. So I got a better deal. Anyway, no, well, I mean, I can't help it. I bought mine at Walmart, and I paid. It's not a powerhouse like this one here, but for $300, it serves a purpose. I love it. Okay, let's bump out of here. Okay, here we go. This is from the Sun. The Sun URL. Did I give you that URL for that one there? I hope I did. I don't know if I did. Jeez, if I didn't, I apologize. You could just play it on the video. I'm not going to go back right now. This one here is the Sun. It's www.thesun, one word, .co.uk/money. But anyway, this is the story you're looking for, the title. This story came out March 24, 2020, and it says Big Mac and fried McDonald's fans selling Big Macs and chicken nuggets on eBay after the chain store closes all stores during the coronavirus crisis. I can't believe what I read sometimes here. You know, it really boggles my mind. I really does. I mean, really? This is, holy jeez. All right, let's read a little into this, folks. I didn't get a chance to read it. I was just, you know, when I get these alerts, I just pop them out there, boom, boom, boom. Then I start scoping through them, and then I don't get a chance to read them. I said, this looks like an interesting story. Anyway, McDonald's fans are listing Big Macs and Chicken McNuggets on eBay after the fast food chain closed all of its stores yesterday evening. Wow. Cheeky customers are hoping to cash in on desperate fans by flogging their last orders online. Oh my God, I can't believe this. This is funny. One person is selling a Big Mac on eBay with all the proceeds being donated to charities that support NHS. All right, you know, I can understand you want to do it for a good cause, but really? You're going to send a McDonald's, you're going to send, what is it, looking for? McDonald's selling Big Macs and chicken nuggets? Yeah. I guess, listen, you know what? I gave you URL, right? I'm not going to spend too much on this topic. It's just, it drives me crazy. Okay, and someone's got 2 bids already on it. Look at this. Oh, jeez. All right, whatever. All right. I'm not going to go too much into this here. This is funny. I don't believe it. Wow. You know, if you were to tell somebody that they probably, you know, like that don't know, if you're familiar with eBay and stuff like that, and plus if you're familiar with the things that people sell on eBay, they would probably think you're crazy. I know if I told my relatives, oh yeah, you know, they're selling Big Macs and chicken nuggets on eBay, people say, come on, you're crazy, you're making this up. I'd say, no, I'm not. I'm not making it up. And that's another reason why I like to tell you guys where I get the information from, because again, if I didn't, you guys might think, this guy Rich is crazy. He must be making these stories up to get views or subscribers. No, I'm not, folks. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I wouldn't. You guys are too important to me to do that there. I would never do that to you, but this is funny. All right, let's bump out of here. All right, we're coming down to, we got 4 left here after this one. So actually 3 left after this one. Okay, now I know you're probably saying, wait, you're an eBay seller. What are you putting your 5 best apps to sell your stuff? This came out March 24, 2020. Let me give you the URL. It's the libertarianrepublic.com. So it's www.thelibertarianrepublic.com. And this is the story you're looking for if you choose to do so. You mean, like I always say, it's always pays to go to the website. You could also listen live here. They might have Freedom Report. All right, I don't know. I came across this one, new one to me, to be honest with you. The reason I'm putting out this is because it has they're saying they got the 5 best apps to sell your stuff. So it may be helpful to you, it may not. I don't know. It goes over here. I'm not going to read them much in there. I'm going to just go to the highlights, the 5 top selling ones. But I'll just read a little here. It says buying and selling stuff online is the same as a typical garage sale in the neighborhood, except one doesn't need to go outside and move piles of stuff from the garage to sell it. Social marketplace apps help millions of people to find a purchase and sell their item much faster. Just take a picture of an item, post it, and get the buyer in a matter of hours or even minutes. Well, yeah, it depends what you got, because I've had stuff on these some of these sites that they're talking, and I got nothing, nada. Anyway, I'm just going to read the highlights here. Top 5 apps for selling your stuff online. Let go. Of course, we know eBay. Number 3, OfferUp. Number 4, Etsy. And number 5, Facebook Marketplace. And then you can read the conclusion here. This is really quick, which is good. I love when I do quick ones like this. This is great. Okay. If you want to just follow up, again, they have the active hyperlinks here, like this one over here. I think on the side over here, they got some active hyperlinks. So you may want, again, you definitely would like to go to, you might want to go to the website itself. Let's click out of here. Okay. We're just about wrapping up over here. For those of you who are new, I recommend you go to the eBay community chat board if you could, if you want. This is if you want to. If you could check it out on a daily basis, because these things are always being updated. They have the home one over here, and you could also get the latest announcements. And this one came out May 25th, 2020. This is eBay's site, folks, by the way. Okay, the eBay community chat board. This is theirs. They will update this on a daily basis, if they have stuff to put out, and most likely they do. It says we're offering a 30-day, we're offering to defer selling fees for 30 days, which is good. You could read more into that there. The only reason I'm posting this out here is if you've never been to it, let's go to the window here, the first one. I share a little, this is the one. Okay, let me go to the home. My computer's running a little slow, folks. I'm sorry about that. When you go to the home page, you're going to have over here, of course, the eBay community, you're going to have home, sellers news, knowledge base, discussions, and groups. They have pull down menus here. So like this one here is for the latest announcements. This one here is seller town halls. And then it got system status. And basically when you click this on here, it's going to tell you if eBay's got any outages or anything, as you never see a service outage. All the times I check this here, they were always green, which is good. It is all services in good health. That's good. You want that. You never want to see the red. Red is bad. You don't want that. So yeah, if you go there, if you want to learn a little more about selling on eBay and stuff like that, you can go to the seller news. You can read more. And then right over here to the far right, they got the eBay community events, my program, eBay for Business podcast. Highly recommended. They got the Facebook group you could join. eBay, it's got business YouTube there. You could check that there. And they also got the eBay news and seller updates and seller center. Definitely want to check that out. They also have a knowledge base. All right. So you could check out the knowledge base, and here's discussions. This is what they talk about in the discussion group. Getting started, buying and selling basics, starting on eBay. Starting an eBay business, I guess. eBay selling coaches and classes. They got a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay. So you can definitely check it out. And let's see what else. And they also got the groups here. eBay Upfront 2020. That must be something new. I don't remember seeing that one there. I do check this out religiously, though. I really do. Well, I want to see what's going on. That's why I want the latest and greatest news from eBay. All right. So, yeah, definitely check it out if you get a chance. And to get there, as you can see, the URL's up here, right where my mouse cursor is. You just type in, or you could probably type it in like this, too. It'd probably take you there as well. I always like to throw the www. And so it'd be www.community.ebay.com. All right. Or if you do a Google search, just type in eBay community. It'll bring you to this page here. Highly recommend you check it out. Now, also, let's close that one out. The Postal Service, as you know, is aware of this, of course. The only thing is what really gets you a little, what makes me think is I say to myself, God forbid, I hope they don't ever have the service would slow down if, due to, loss of work by people coming in. Like, I notice, like, even my letter carrier here now, I know he gets certain days off and there's certain times he takes vacations, but sometimes I see floaters. I would assume, but you know what they say about assuming, that the Postal Service has floaters, and I'm sure they do have enough to cover this here. But if you read a little more in here with this here, this was posted out on March 22nd, 2020. It says over here, the United States Postal Service has dedicated a COVID-19 command response leadership team that is to focus on employee operational business and customer continuity during this unprecedented epidemic. It says we continue to follow the strategies, measures, and recommended by the Center for Disease Control Prevention, CDC, and the public health departments. CDC information is available on its website, and you can go there by clicking this active hyperlink on there, and you could read more into it. Okay. What else they got over here? I was reading something else I thought it might be of interest to you, but let me just read this last bottom part. I'm just going to read that part. It goes on to say here, specifically, according to the World Health Organization, the likelihood of an infected person contaminating commercial goods is low, and risk of catching the virus that causes COVID-19 from a package that has been moved, traveled, and been exposed to different conditions and temperature is also low. According to the CDC in general, because of the poor survivability of these coronaviruses on surfaces, there is likely a very low risk of spread from the product or packages that are shipped over a period of days or weeks at the ambient temperatures. Viruses are generally thought to be spread most by respiratory droplets. Currently, and there is no evidence to support the transmission of COVID-19 associated with the imported goods that have not been in any cases of COVID-19 in the United States associated with imported goods. So anyway, folks, as you can see there, the Postal Service is aware of what's going on here, and they want to just to reassure everybody that don't worry, we're taking precaution. We're going to make sure that, your packages will arrive, hopefully not contaminated, but they do. I think like I said again, I don't quote me on this here. That's why I always recommend people go to the website over here. As a matter of fact, the Postal Service had put this in there for you, for people, us as consumers, to check out that, site there. I believe the virus could last for 3 days, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I said it earlier, on a surface. And as far as on a box, I don't know where I've read that, but they said something about a box. It could last for 24 hours or something along that line. I don't know. All I can say is, in regards to this here, we got to use precaution. We got to stay safe. If you're getting packages delivered from the United States Postal Service, they ring the bell, whatever, and they drop the package off, or after they track it in, you may want to go out there with gloves. Take the bring the package in an area where, let's say you don't want it. You're not going to open up on your kitchen table, whatever. But wherever you open it in a place where there's you're not going to have like things that's going to jump to, whatever, or spread to. Like if you have like a little area, like in a basement or something, you have a little work table, you might want to bring the package in there with the gloves on, open it up, take the contents out. In some cases, you may want to repurpose the box and save it. In most cases, it depends. I mean, I was doing that, but now with this here, I've been buying brand new boxes because, like I said, and once before my other videos, you may not want to buy or repurpose a box depending on what state. Even I live in New York. It's supposedly called the epicenter here. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I'm going to do that. Then I don't know if people are still repurposing boxes, but you got to be careful if they're coming from overseas. Let's say you're a person that deals, I don't know, can you still even ship from Alibaba or AliExpress? I don't know. I don't deal with those companies. But you got to be careful where your package is coming from, all right? And especially if it's an area that's heavily populated with that contagion, you may not want to use that box. You may want to throw it, cut it up afterwards and throw it in a plastic bag and discard it, you know what I'm saying? Rather than repurposing it again and, sending it out to somebody else. That's one way of cutting back on this here. So you might want to think about that, folks. I used to do that, but because of now, if I have stuff, I bought new boxes at Walmart. So any items I have, I use brand new boxes. Not that I'm saying they can't get contaminated, but for the most part, I always go fishing in the middle of the boxes, not to the top. That might be a little tip for you. So if you're going to go fishing for boxes, if you buy like I buy from Walmart, you might want to go in the middle of the pile and pull your boxes out rather than touching the top part of it, because that most likely could have been the area that could have been exposed. So that's you got to be careful with that. But for the most part, yeah, that's what I do. All right, let's close out this last window. I just want to share this really quick with you guys. If you are a person like me that lives on the internet, which I do, I'm on this thing 12, 13 hours a day, 7 days a week. I do a lot of research on this computer. And I also, like I said, I also will do research on YouTube as well to get information, because I like to see what other sellers are talking about. I like to see what other people have to say. I like to type in specific topics too. So I do spend a lot of time on YouTube, and not because I'm a YouTube creator, but I like to keep abreast of things. But I just want to share this last story with you really quick. It says YouTube is reducing video quality worldwide during the coronavirus emergency. This story came out March 24, 2020. And it goes on to say, let me just read a little more here. Let me my mouse. It goes on to say, where's my mouse? There it is. It goes on to say, YouTube is reducing the quality of its videos worldwide starting today. Now, that was yesterday, March 24th. I thought so because I was watching a couple of videos, and the picture was like coming in and out, and the person's faces, like when they were talking, they were getting distorted. Then it would just go silent for a second and come back on. I was like, holy smokes, what's going on here, And then I came across this story. That's why I want to share with you guys, because again, you may be wondering what's going on with YouTube. So I thought I'd just throw this out there. So let me just recap it again. It says YouTube is reducing the quality of videos worldwide starting today as a way to slow the internet traffic congestion as more and more people stay inside and try and stop the spread of coronavirus. And then it talks a little more about this here. And if you want to read more into this here, you're more than welcome to. I don't know. I don't think I gave you the URL. I'm going to give it to you right now. It's daily.daily.com. All right, and with that, we're going to close out this video. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you found the information helpful. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is March 25th, 2020. I'm wishing you all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.